That index poised to make history again. We wanted to bring in our monthly retail investor roundtable that we do to close out the month and get their take on some of the stocks on that exchange in particular. What does Main Street make of the record moves we're seeing in these markets, and are they looking to put more money to work in tech, Bob?
Joining us right now, Kristen Ruby from Ruby Media Group, Mimi Rauschelbach from BetterInvesting, and Susan Noyes from MakeItBetter.net. Kris, you're 28 years old. We were talking just in the break there. Other than your specific stock picks, just tell me what kind of advice you need to give or you want to give the people who are in their 20s right now about investing.
Sure. I think it's so important for people in their 20s. You should be investing. I started investing as soon as I started my company when I graduated from college. I think it's really important. It's the top priority. I mean, even in a 401k, anything that you're doing, you have to be on top of it.
But did you benefit from the fact that that would have coincided with markets at a much lower valuation than they are today? So going back to the Nasdaq 5,000 question, what do you make of where we stand on things today?
I think on where we stand today, I think obviously from peak to trough, we've seen it really go almost full circle. So that's really important, and we're almost at 5,000 again. So I think my personal view on all of this is, again, about long-term capital appreciation and long-term growth strategy.
Susan, where are you right now in your buying habits? So what do you like and not like, and how do you feel right now about the state of the markets?
I am very bullish on the technology stocks. I actually have doubled down on several of them, Apple and Netflix. The only one I'm not too excited about is Amazon, because they still aren't actually making money. But I think that doing this and doing this is the way of the future, and it's not going to go away.
So, Susan, you're not scared off by the fact that we're reapproaching this key level on the Nasdaq, it sounds like.
No, I'm not, because I think that when it happened a long time ago, technology wasn't as embedded into our culture. And when I say they weren't doing this, like nobody had a cell phone ordering everything on the cell phone. Now that's a way of life. That's not going to change.
Right.
Mimi, where are you right now? What stocks are you interested in buying, and what's exciting you and what's not exciting you? The thing we've been talking about this week is earnings are coming down a little bit. I don't know if that concerns you or not.
Not really. Earnings coming down is a natural ebb and flow of the market. It doesn't really concern me. I think most of the things that are going down that I know about, I trust will come back up again. I was so happy to hear about what Kris said about getting started early in investing, and I think that right now there's some things on sale that would be a great buying opportunity for young people who have studied the market just a little bit. Well, for example, Schlumberger. Schlumberger is a best of breed, and with the oil stocks down, I've always wanted to own that, and it's always been much too pricey. Right now, it's on sale. There are, I can't tell you a lot of names offhand, but if there's something you've been looking at and it's cost too much before, check it out now. This might be the time.
So even oil service names like Schlumberger, for example, it takes a lot of nerve to buy these stocks here. We've been waiting for them to base. They're trying to do that, but you know, give us a few names here that you like.
Well, for example, Schlumberger. Schlumberger has a lot of software that helps oil companies to not make mistakes about where they drill, about which fracking area they choose. I don't think they're going to pass on that if they're in the business at all still. So that's important there. The O'Reilly Automotive, that's a company that is just a fantastic, absolutely everyman kind of company, and they have just done record earnings for the last quarter, the fourth quarter, and for the whole year. And they are gradually spreading out over the country by purchasing other companies and integrating them into O'Reilly. They just purchased a company in New England, so New England should be seeing the O'Reilly name a lot more often, and they built a warehouse that can service 275 stores. So,
Kris, just quickly before we go, because we've gotten some specifics from Mimi and from Susan, what would be your specifics in terms of recommendations for people getting into this market?
Recommendations right now, I think anything in the data security space is very important. For example, I recently recently purchased NXPI, Palo Alto Networks. Anything like that I think is really important, especially with computer safety and everything going on.
We are reminded of that on a daily basis. Okay, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Kristen Ruby, Mimi Rauschelbach, Susan Noyes, all to close us out on this month. Could be a historic one. People need to get involved, I think, is the message here. Thank you, guys.
And 17 minutes.